one of the famous Malay influencer, Karuaming. He just bought one small condominium because he said align dengan apa yang Gen Z prefer nowadays. We can see a lot of millennials complains about Gen Zs in their workplace, saying Gen Z diorang tak ikut SOP, diorang tak ikut apa semua kan. But at the end of the day, Gen Zs deliver good quality of work. You cannot deny that, right?
My phone, jap. My phone, which hand better? Right hand or left hand? Okay, I right hand.
Put dekat kau punya lap.
Tak mau. Okay.
Selamat datang ke podcast Dengar Baik-Baik.
Brought to you by Gila Hartanah.
Alright, saya Zakri.
Saya William.
Aku rasa before kita start dengan lebih lanjut, this is our very first episode.
Yep.
Sebelum buat orang terpinga-pinga, sebelum buat orang clueless, walaupun kita tak tahu berapa ramai yang akan tengok kita, aku akan paksa mak aku. Aku akan paksa bapak aku pergi tengok.
Okay.
Aku akan paksa jiran aku, all of my friends.
Good.
Ada dalam 13-14 orang.
Good.
So this 13-14 orang kena tahu apa yang kita akan borakkan dekat dalam Dengar Baik-Baik Podcast series ni lah.
Betul.
Right? So we are going to talk about anything related about property. Apa-apa isu semasa, isu yang dah tak semasa pun, isu hangat, all the updated news related to property ataupun hartanah lah. Right? And those perspektif yang kita borak adalah daripada perspektif Gen Z lah. So kita dua adalah Generation Z lah. Walaupun William muka dia macam orang umur
Saya first batch Gen Z
walaupun William muka dia macam umur 35 ke 40 tahun punya.
Thank you for your compliment. Okay.
Daripada North Korea.
Why not South Korea?
Tapi sebenarnya William adalah Gen Z lah.
Betul.
Alright.
So kalau kita tengok Gen Z ni, dia punya definition adalah those yang born dari tahun 97, which is me, my age, 98, sampai 2012. That's the definition of Gen Z punya range.
So kau adalah tahun pertama lah.
Pertama, I'm the first batch of Gen Z. So I ada hybrid sikit dengan so-called millennials. That's why you say I'm look a bit 30 plus, but I'm not yet. Okay. So kita tengok actually why we talk about hartanah dari segi perspektif Gen Z ni, sebab Gen Z akan menjadi mainstream dalam Malaysia. Kalau kita tengok statistik daripada I think a few report from The Edge Malaysia. So 2024 2025 actually Gen Z punya total population dekat Malaysia ni actually sudah dekat dengan 1/4 ataupun 25% of the whole population dekat Malaysia. So lebih kurang 9 juta lah. And we are becoming the mainstream in the workforce as well. So which means lagi ramai kita punya generasi ni, Gen Z ni akan tengok tentang hartanah semua tu. Jadi itulah kenapa kita buat podcast ini, untuk mencerahkan lebih banyak benda tentang hartanah dekat Malaysia. Terutamanya topik-topik macam sewa ataupun beli rumah dan sebagainya.
Yeah. I think it's the same lah. Kalau kita dekat mana-mana era pun, we are talking about young generation. Kita daripada kecil kita selalu dengar orang-orang tua selalu akan cakap macam, oh, young generation should do this, do that.
Yep.
So now punya context, like today's punya context is more on the Gen Z punya perspective. Why is that so? I think because of Gen Z ada kriteria yang ataupun karakteristik yang a little bit different compared to younger generation zaman-zaman dulu, right? Zaman-zaman diorang lah, right? And we've seen a lot of the transformation lah, in terms of how do we live, cara hidup kita and cara we adapt things, right? So I would say younger generation dulu and sekarang is a little bit different. Hence, later we're gonna go into details. We posted something about before we start this podcast, we posted something about an NGL lah. So NGL is
Not gonna lie. Yeah, not gonna lie.
So
Gen Z
it's
yang tahu sahaja.
Gen Z punya thing ya. So yang millennial yang tengok, so this is roughly it lah. So kita post about what is your preference? If you have any question or preference that you want to share to us related to rental on Gen Z punya perspective,
Which is today's topic.
Yes, and we've seen a lot of bermacam-macam soalan dan sharing yang pelik-pelik lah. And we only
choose yang paling pelik punya, bro.
Yes, topik lah. Yang paling pelik lah, yang paling nanti kita dengar lah, right?
And I think before that, right, just to give a bit of background. So kita dua ni actually, we are coursemate before dekat UM, study real estate, Hartanah. And Zakri went one stage higher. Dia completed masters. So I kena call him Master Zakri.
Oh, yo.
Senpai macam tu.
Oh.
Right. So we are both actually also kerja dekat firm pelaburan Hartanah sekarang. Dan kita ada multiple role lah dalam bidang Hartanah ni. So kita ada tenant, kita sewa rumah juga, kita adalah owner, kita investor juga. So you pernah kerja valuer, I pernah kerja agent. So kita memang ada a bit of credibility lah, so called kan. Dalam apa tu persoalan Hartanah ni. So that's a bit of the background in terms of our host today, which is you and me lah.
Wah.
Okay, so let's go straight with the first NGL of the day.
Oh, not yet. Kita nak borak dulu about our main topics, right? Apa yang kita posted last time, Gen Z punya perspektif terhadap sewa. Kau sebagai seorang tenant kan, sekarang kau tenant.
Yep.
And you are also home landlord lah.
Yep.
Tapi sebagai seorang tenant, why do you think Gen Z sekarang dia macam prefer to sewa instead of beli rumah? So they have that mindset of instead.
Sewa dulu kan.
So on your perspective, and why do you think in general Gen Z punya perspective is like that?
Saya fikir ada dua thought about this. So yang pertama adalah of course budget punya point of view, sebab we are entering workforce as a new generation. So of course most of our pendapatan tu tak tinggi sangat lah. Which means if you want to stay dekat city centre, dekat you punya office, you kena sewa sahaja. I mean that's the only option you have. So that's number one, budget point of view. Number two actually sebab I ingat kita ada persepsi tentang Gen Z, which is kita more prefer something of so-called flexibility. Kita tak mau long-term commitment, that kind of thing.
Agree.
Which is why Gen Z ni sekarang prefer sewa compared to beli. How about you?
Yeah, I think memang the key thing here is the flexibility. I think Gen Z appreciate convenience over other things, and also flexibility lah. So convenience tu adalah benda yang paling utama, I think. So a lot of things, if you see, we can see a lot of millennials merungut, right? Merungut.
What's that?
Macam merungut lah, macam complains about Gen Zs in their workplace.
Okay.
Saying Gen Z, diorang tak ikut SOP, diorang tak ikut apa semua kan. But at the end of the day, Gen Zs deliver good quality of work. You cannot deny that, right? So because of what? They find the shortcut, the best way or the convenient way to go and do things. So that's just Gen Z. You cannot deny that. That's just Gen Z punya characteristic nowadays, right? So I think convenience is one of the thing yang diorang appreciate. And second is again flexibility lah. They don't find anything. They don't find any logic to go and buy a house yet at their current state, or even nak kahwin macam orang dulu. Sebelum kau kahwin, lagi-lagi lelaki, kau kena ada rumah lu.
Betul.
But now, parents now are millennials, most of them. So they don't really care about do you own a house or what, as long as you have a stable life, stable job and financing and financial and apa semua, right? So I think these two key things are convenience and also flexibility still, right?
Cool.
Okay, so our first NGL
Instagram. Okay.
from Instagram. You guys tahu ke kenapa owner selalu letak syarat penyewa? Wah, racist. Penyewa Melayu sahaja, India sahaja atau Cina sahaja?
Oh, this will be very hot. Soalan racist ni sentiasa hangat, guys. Okay, so Zakri, you start dulu.
Aku dulu lah.
You lah racist. You yang start.
Aku rasa aku rasa sebab ramai owner tersakiti.
Dengan siapa?
Dengan tenant-tenant dari sebahagian kumpulan-kumpulan
Please elaborate.
etnik ini. Right? Diorang ada their own preference. Example, if aku Melayu, tak semestinya aku akan nak tenant Melayu saja.
You prefer siapa?
Depends, I cannot say. But to be honest, aku quite open. I appreciate the quality of the tenant instead of the ethnic. Tapi to be honest, there's one time aku berada dekat satu position whereby I experience myself menyewakan dekat dalam salah satu kaum ni.
In your JB property.
Betul.
Okay.
Dia dah bayar booking. Dan
Deposit
aku dah lock lah. Then I stop marketing already.
Okay.
For my unit. Then after that, the husband come tak agree for that house.
Okay.
Then come and marah aku, dia cakap kat aku, I want full refund.
Okay.
Aku dah sebulan ni bro. Kan? Lock for your property kan. Then kalau tak dia cakap dia nak buat report police and do something lah. Then what I did, dia bagi timeline, dia cakap okay, please refund before 12 PM tomorrow. So aku refund malam tu juga.
Tapi kenapa husband suddenly mau refund tu?
Because they don't agree lah. I don't know about their communication. But one of the thing yang diorang, yang aku realise sekarang adalah how aggressive they are in terms of react to something. Diorang adalah tenant.
Okay.
Perspektif owner, kau nak unit kau dijaga dengan baik.
Betul.
Right? Salah satu indikator adalah perangai kau lah. Right? So kalau aku dah tengok perangai macam tu, dia dah ugut-ugut aku. So aku akan takkan.
Okay, I think I know apa kaum tu.
You're racist bro. You're racist.
Okay.
So, just like that lah. So I think another point is setiap owner, landlord ni, diorang ada perspektif diorang sendiri terhadap beberapa kaum because of dia want, again, back to fundamental yang asal. Dia want their unit maintain as good as the tenant masuk. Right? Sebab contoh sewakan rumah 2,000, bayar bank 1,700, maintenance fee is 300. So technically break even. You get the rental, you pay to the bank and pay maintenance fee. But at the end of the tenancy, tenant kau keluar, there's a lot of things. Peti ais rosak, kitchen cabinet rosak. You have to fork out, for example, 5-7K.
Okay.
Right? So it's a big cost for them. So in order for them to tak keluarkan kos-kos yang besar tu, diorang konon-kononnya filter in advance by put this ethnic punya filtration, which I disagree.
Actually sama juga. So I actually pernah, one of my unit dekat KL, I pernah sewakan kepada, actually dia ada 3 bilik. So I sewakan bilik-bilik. Dan ada satu ketika tu, ngam-ngam dia satu Malaysia punya composition. So which means semua bilik tu, satu bilik tu sewa kepada Melayu, satu Cina, satu India.
Oh, satu Malaysia bro.
Satu Malaysia. And the best part, actually, not that what you claim I'm racist, all of them, you know, are good. And I'm good with them, of course, because they're having a good payment punya tu. So, and unit pun well maintained. So actually, for me, it's not really about kaum tu. It's more to the person. So that's our point of view lah. I think this one comes most likely from, mungkin millennial akan triggered good, but those perception most likely come from millennials punya side good.
Yes.
At least from Gen Z tu, kita actually tengok more to the people tu instead of certain kaum punya common perception. So which is why my own experience pun actually quite good instead of, yeah.
So the quality of the tenant,
Betul.
you have to filter in terms of dia good paymaster ataupun tak.
Betul. Financing profile semua tu.
Betul.
That should be the way lah.
Alright.
I think this one only happens to owners yang millennials ataupun lagi lama punya kot. Gen Z, at least for me and you, kita tak tengok sangat.
Quite open lah. Quite open.
Quite okay je. Open.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So next NGL, not gonna lie. Is it okay to stay near dekat office, small unit tapi lebih mahal sewa? Sebab parents I selalu advise untuk stay dekat Bangi ataupun Kajang sebab saya boleh dapat unit lagi besar dengan harga sewa yang sama. By the way, saya kerja dekat KLCC, not gonna lie. Okay, Zakri, what you think?
Aku selalu dengar this kind of preference. One of the study dekat Indonesia, Jakarta, they study about Gen Z, obviously. Then these Gen Zs prefer to stay near to their city center,
Okay.
meaning near to their workplace, with a smaller unit instead of stay further, walaupun ada unit yang besar. Why is that so? Balik kepada one of the things yang diorang appreciate, which is convenience, right? I would say that the study claims that it applies to Indonesia, Malaysia and some of Southeast Asia country lah, which I kind of agree. Sebab aku sendiri pun duduk jalan kaki je pergi office. Same goes to
Sebelah je kan?
same goes to you lah. So
Okay.
So my personal preference also macam tu juga. I appreciate to stay near
Even though the size too smaller.
betul, near the office.
Faham?
Sebab office is the place that we come and go back and forth every day.
Okay.
So every day.
Apa? Boleh censor. Boleh censor.
So every day.
Right.
So mungkin millennial akan prefer to stay at the bigger house because they want space.
Betul.
They feel like bigger space akan membuatkan hidup diorang lebih tenang.
I think
balik kerja.
generally diorang ada lagi banyak kids. But Gen Z
Betul.
macam lesser kan.
Betul juga.
Ah.
And we can see on the weekends diorang tend to stay at home and spend their time dekat rumah. Sebab weekend sebenarnya diorang rasa very tired because of their travel time.
Betul.
Pergi office 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, 2 hours is quite normal for most of the people in Klang Valley. Most of the office located in KL. Dekat Selangor pun dekat Subang Jaya, but they are not staying in Subang Jaya, example, right? Millennials. Because again, diorang appreciate to stay dekat tempat yang jauh-jauh.
Faham?
Like Almina apa semua kan. Very far and very jam.
Tapi size besar
Right?
lah.
So Gen Z, first, diorang tak tengok diorang ada kereta ataupun tidak. Second, diorang tengok how convenient their place to stay to their workplace. Right? And third, kita ada tengok juga beberapa NGL talking about MRT and apa semua.
Betul, TOD
right?
lah.
Diorang nak dekat dengan public transport.
Senang.
Because every day diorang nak keluar, diorang
Tak
nak
payah jam.
meet friends and
Yeah.
apa semua, tak nak jam. Right? Dekat dengan tempat kerja, 1, 2 station, 3 station, even 5 stations away is okay already compared to those millennial yang drive 2 jam pergi, 2 jam balik. 4 jam atas jalan
Kena
already.
tahan bro.
Kena tahan.
I think we experience ourselves actually dekat our trip Indonesia.
Yes.
Sama juga kan. Kita pergi Central Jakarta tu.
Yes.
Wah, the trip naik kereta 1-2 jam ke bro.
Crazy.
Crazy.
So
Memang
every ride kita memang tidur punya.
Cannot imagine every day bro.
Yes. Crazy.
Actually kita kalau jalan kaki, kita stay sebelah office kan.
Yes.
Kita jalan kaki actually door to door pun about 10 minutes already bro. So apatah lagi mau drive 1 jam. I cannot
Fastest
imagine.
7 minutes.
Yes, betul. I've tested that. 7.
So macam
Yeah.
itulah again, convenience over the how
Size.
spacious is your
Yeah.
unit, right? And I think one of the famous Malay influencer, if I can
Siapa?
quote now, sekarang, he just bought one small condominium because he said itu adalah condominium, that's the only space yang dia perlukan.
Dia sudah kahwin ke tak?
Belum kahwin lagi.
Belum kahwin lagi. Single lagi.
So kau kahwin dengan dia.
I'm not gay. You are gay.
Khairul Amin bro, lelaki.
Okay.
So kau tak boleh kahwin dengan dia. I'm so
Okay,
sorry, okay?
Tak apa. I'm not gay. You are.
So
Okay.
so dia pun baru beli rumah dan dia beli rumah preference dia adalah small unit of condominium. Again, align dengan apa orang-orang muda sekarang.
Sekejap, dia Gen Z ke tak?
Okay, he's not Gen Z by the way.
Dia buat Gen Z lah.
Dia buat Gen Z. Aku rasa dia
Okay.
masih ada that Gen Z punya feelings because he's an influencer. Dia seorang yang selalu dekat social media dan apa semua. So interaction between Gen Z tu I think is quite a lot. So dia beli small unit and I think it's quite aligned dengan apa yang Gen Z prefer nowadays.
Convenience.
Right? Convenience. Unit kecil, kau tak perlu unit besar-besar. The only space that you need adalah contoh tempat tidur, living hall, kitchen. That's it.
Betul.
You don't need big space. Your mom need your mom need it, but you only need a small space for you to live.
Yeah.
Right? Because probably you spend a lot of time outside
Betul.
instead of kat rumah. Even Gen Z weekend pun pergi hang out dengan friends dan apa semua. Right? So yeah.
Okay, seterusnya.
Alright. NGL. You guys rasa rule 30% gaji untuk sewa valid ke? Kalau gaji 3,000, 30% tu RM900 je. Mana nak dapat studio unit dekat MRT harga tu? See? Again, patah
sama.
balik pergi MRT convenient apa
Convenience.
semua. So what do you think, William? On this?
Actually dia relate kepada I punya first point tu, budget. So budget dan convenience, dia ada dua benda tau. So let's say kalau your gaji tu is, let's say lah gaji 8,000,
Okay.
30% dulu ni you punya option is 2.4k kan. So you punya option tu lain juga. So actually I punya jawapan kepada this soalan ni is more to kepada focus on your active income rather than you focus on which where I can buy.
Apakah active income yang kau masukkan tu, William?
Either you improve your work to climb so-called the corporate ladder to get more increments semua tu, or you find other job which gives you higher active income. Either buat commission earner ke ataupun gaji biasa pun boleh, as long as you naikkan gaji you so that you have lagi banyak option. Tapi kalau you cakap RM900 dapat studio semua tu, again back to your point lah, convenience, right? Tapi 900 macam tak good. I think kita ada property yang dekat apa tu, Kajang Ni studio pun sudah 1,000 lebih standard Seri Kewangan pun sama juga. Jauh-jauh. So I think you kena sacrifice sikit. Macam dulu I pernah sewa landed, macam rumah bangla lah. I not racist tapi kita 6-8 orang stay dekat ground floor landed tu sekali. All guys. We sleep together. I dengar dia orang snoring. Bro, that's one of the phases I've been through lah before. Right? So after that I slowly upgrade lah. Sewa my own bilik kecil, lepas tu sewa bilik master, sekarang sewa bilik studio macam tu. So you kena go through that phase lah, I think. Especially macam kes ni baru start kan, gaji 3,000, I think it's a start saja, baru masuk workforce. So I think focus you should be, instead of enjoying your life, you kena fokus naikkan you punya value first. And then your active income akan naik. That should be the focus.
So maksudnya naikkan gaji kau kat tempat kerja lah.
Bukan fokus on cari bilik lawa dulu. Sebab you baru start je kerja, 3,000 gaji.
Aku rasa benda ni macam valid, normal untuk seorang yang baru habis belajar. Kan?
Fresh grad.
A lot of
Yeah.
Untuk cari kerja tu for some industry memang susah. So sometimes they just grab the kerja dan dapat 3,000. Okay, contoh. And it's normal for them to have this kind of concern because diorang ada 3,000, diorang fikir nak bagi mak duit,
Betul.
bagi bapak duit, nak beli kereta, nak sewa rumah,
They want everything.
savings, they want to go travel, they want to buy iPhone. So a lot of things. They want to buy new phones and apa semua, right? So aku agree dengan your points whereby kena focus on increase or active income. But in the meantime, potentially you have to sacrifice a bit.
Betul.
Sewa bilik tu, I think that's one of the best option for you to do it. Kalau kau boleh cari kawan-kawan untuk stay together in one house, seorang ambil satu bilik, that's one option. Another option, just go to any room rental, stay with other strangers lah. But that one is a little bit gamble lah, gamble sikit. Tapi should be okay. That's just how you sacrifice things lah. If you nak start you punya career.
Dan you juga kena jadi realistic juga. Sebab let's say you adalah landlord, rumah you cantik, studio you cantik, lawa dekat MRT. Takkan you sewa 900 je.
Betul.
Kan? So kena realistic juga at the same time.
Betul. At that particular range, I think if you are working near in KL City Centre, you are looking at the medium master room, master bedroom lah. Master bedroom is quite comfortable for you. You ada you punya private toilet dan apa semua. So I think that's one of the best options. Sacrifice a little bit lah, because I think by time if you skill up a bit, add value in your career, and you should be compensated very well lah. After that, by time, right?
If not, fire your boss.
If not, you fire your voice.
Macam tu.
Fire your voice, boss. So that I think kita dan kawan-kawan kita pun memang experience macam tu juga. That's the things that we can share. Then by time when you reach certain level of income, you can plan to upgrade lah. Then the feel is better tau. Then you akan rasa macam lebih happy.
I told you hari tu waktu I sewa my first studio, like my own private space.
Yes.
After working for, actually waktu kalau memang tak mau kira I punya agent punya kerja, waktu study uni kan, then I think I work for about 3 years plus only. Tapi once I gotten my first private space tu, like wah, I feel grateful. Macam tu.
Actually kita punya kita upgrade to studio pun lebih kurang timeline yang sama kan.
Betul.
I work for 4 years and plus. Baru before that aku memang duduk room rental je.
Betul.
Tukar.
Sama.
Sampai satu point we reach certain level, we think our allocation dah okay from our pay, then kita upgrade. Then kita both share lah what is our feeling. All this while kita dengan orang tu, dengan orang ni dekat dalam satu rumah yang sama.
Betul.
Kan. Then you got your own private space, I got my own private space and our own studio. So kita rasa macam the feeling is better, and I still appreciate the feeling sampai hari ni. Even I think already 1 year plus already. So I think just wait for the right time to come.
Value is the key. Focus on your own value first.
Yes, betul. So I think ada lagi ke NGL William?
No, we can only cover 3 sahaja. So minta maaf untuk yang lain.
Yes.
Untuk episod lain boleh.
So again, kita cakap pasal Gen Z punya preference in general. Kita dapat a lot of NGLs, and a lot of them, some of them throw complaints about life. but some of them they showing how Gen Z's punya preference today lah about renting, right? So we can see a lot of them memang prefer convenience
Betul.
over other things. Yeah, I kind of agree, and this is how Gen Z live lah. You rather to spend potentially 200-300 ringgit extra dekat kawasan yang lebih dekat dengan office compared to stay further, right? Example. Tapi sebenarnya you have petrol cost, you have other costs, you tired, time consuming and apa semua tu, right? So that's one of the key. Convenience, right? And second, I think we can wrap up is flexibility.
Betul.
They choose flexibility over other things.
So sewa dulu before beli.
Betul. So sewa dulu. So you don't know where you are going to settle down, because a lot of Gen Zs now, we can see this trend of job hopping. Diorang setiap tahun, ada yang setiap tahun memang
You ada hop ke?
tak ada.
Tak
Aku
ada
kan
lagi,
tengah-tengah macam kau. Kita millennial. Kita confused.
Gen Y Gen Z mix.
Kita the transition. So kita macam okay sikit lah. Tapi we can see a lot of Gen Zs memang job hopping is normal for them, right? Because they know that this is the thing that can compensate diorang well.
Betul.
Other than that, can add their own development juga, their values in their career, right? They experience a lot of things, right? By at the end of the year, contoh 10 tahun, they have experienced a lot of industries already, right? So it's even better compared to those millennial yang duduk satu company dah 15 tahun.
Macam the Japan millennial style culture yang kita bagi hari tu kan.
Situ saja sampai retire.
From we work corporate sampai dia orang retire.
Sampai retire.
From 20 plus to 60 plus.
Betul. So it's quite I mean that's Japan lah. That's Japan. We can
Not our gen lah.
So that's one of the key as well. Another key is I think Gen Z ni a little bit open. They question why millennials treat tenant macam tu, right? They question
tengok
why.
race.
Yeah. So millennial dia memang ada this a little bit macam old perspective. Orang-orang dulu punya perspective whereby they're skeptical a bit for some reason. For some incident happened to them.
Betul.
Diorang akan skeptical terus.
Betul.
Right? So Gen Z I think is a little bit open for them. They are quite simple actually. Right? They cari shortcuts and they're quite simple, straightforward minded and apa semua. Right? So even zaman sekarang we can see a lot of millennials complain about Gen Z, but that's how it is. Right? They are going to be our future generation.
Betul.
They're going to lead the country and apa semua.
Betul.
Right? So in a way we have to accept it, but at the same time we have to make sure that they are in the right path lah. Itu saja.
And hope that Gen Z akan belajar lagi banyak tentang Hartanah melalui podcast Dengar Baik-Baik daripada Gila Hartanah macam tu.
Saya Zakri.
Saya William.
So jumpa lagi to the next episode di Dengar Baik-Baik Podcast, brought to you by
Gila Hartanah. Mantap. Let's go.